My setups. Alright. Do you need me to share the setup with the room, or do you have it?
Yeah, go ahead and share it.
Okay. Alright. I will share it. Oh, actually. Okay, that's weird. It both passes and fails. Tech. Tech.
Enough to not let you drive it?
No, it passed the second time through, but the setup should be shared, so you should see it in the shared setup area.
And Greg just skirting by tech.
Of course he is. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, it fails for the ride heights being too low, but then if you reload it, it passes. So ride height is what fails.
Okay. I know with road racing and these cars especially be as low as you can get, so
Yeah, we are as low as we are as low as you can get.
Pit lane speed limit is 55 miles per hour.
Just kind of put the setup back in. Yeah. Yes.
Track's clear. Push, push, push. Cold tyres all around.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It could be a graphics setting that I have. It probably is. I actually gotta fix that, but uh-oh. I missed the entire
You'll need to give back
back
the time
to chicane.
All clear on pit exit. You can push now. The leader has just done a 154.34.
Yeah. Does your windshield... I thought it was my graphics settings. I just adjusted something, but my windshield feels like it has like a haze on it. go into in the, I don't know if you know yet, but what do you, oh god, oh god, oh god. What do you go into in the backstretch bus stop? Second, third? Okay.
All clear on pit exit.
There's so much grip in the car when you go to like put the power down. It's not like, you know, you were, because we're used to running the trucks and whatnot, that like you have to trust that when you hit the power it's gonna stick. Yeah, that's the area that I'm having the most issues at right now, because now that they removed the tire barriers, I feel like I'm going into that corner blind. Yeah. Yeah, it's got this weird, like, little section in there where you think you need to start turning right again to make the right back out of the Le Mans. But yeah.
You're running last. Come on, Tom.
You running low in NASCAR 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, I guess? Okay. Don't hit the curbs.
Okay, Tom, you need to watch the track limits.
Those curbs will send you. change. I'll let you get through here. I'm gonna go into the setup and I'm gonna change my brake pads from medium to high. That's something that we'll all have to agree on because it's for the car, it's not an in-car adjustment. But I'm adjusting to high brake pads. I'll go back to medium if you don't like them. I just want to see how it runs. The way that I understand it is that it's essentially just allowing you to dive in a little bit harder, but it increases the risk of a lockup.
Slippery surface flag, be careful.
the pit exit.
Puts you 2.4 off the leader's pace.
guess I'm locking up a little bit with the high friction pads, but not enough to be a deterrent. I'm actually running a little bit faster right now than my best. I feel like we can get more out of 6th gear. I don't know what it's supposed to feel like, but... yeah. Yeah, I guess, yeah. Definitely by itself, it feels a little bogged down. just went through, I made an additional change. ChatGPT is going to be our crew chief for this, apparently. I modified the rear wing from 4.5 to 3.5. ChatGPT said to do it. Beats me. We'll see. It says it's supposed to give it, I guess, higher top end because it's a lower downforce. Well, is this a infield car or is it an oval car? You know what I mean? As compared to the other ones. Yeah, it's on the bottom left of chassis. Down at the bottom left, it should be sitting at 4.5 wing angle or whatever it says.
Looks like you're clear on the
I went to 3.5.
We've got cold tyres, we need to get some heat into them.
She's a little bit looser. Oh God, I forgot the engines in the back of these cars.
Front right, 100%. Left rear, 99.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the 4.5 on it, because I lost it in the exact same place that you did, so that tells me it's more than just the driver. Yeah.
Exit's clear. Push, right.
Yeah, I agree.
Pit to serve the penalty.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth running an unstable car to find a 10th, right? Because I don't think that can be changed in the middle of the race if needed, so... Is there any one spot where you picked up, like, an entire... I guess, never mind, you were at a 148.4. I thought you picked up a second. Yeah, I mean, I ran faster with the new ones, but that could also just be just having a little bit more laps, right? I feel like the Le Mans chicane on the backstretch was my biggest issue in the first handful of laps. We can go back to the mediums if you'd like. I don't really see a difference, honestly, other than me running faster with them. Okay. Yeah, that section surprisingly all the way up to the international horseshoe I feel okay in. I feel like I have at least another 2 or 3 tenths in the Le Mans. That I just can't get.
You're currently 2.1 seconds off the pace. That lap was at 150.22. Last lap time was at 149.64.
Alright, well I found the 3 tenths in the Le Mans. curb, actually. Honestly, you're gonna have to go back and look at the replay. I'm altering between both, so I can't tell you. I feel like I'm more stable and probably a little bit faster running third through there, but I don't know what I used that time. I'm gonna say third because I just did third that lap and I actually didn't lose any time. In fact, I actually picked up a little bit of time, so I'm gonna say third. Up, Andrew. Good morning. You sound like you're wide awake. I shared the setup in the shared folder, in the shared setup thing in iRacing. The only change that Ari and I have made so far is we've changed the brake friction from medium to hard, or high, whatever. So we're running that setup that was provided with the brake friction change. Just send it through again. It's fine. Watch Andrew come run like a 146. Feels a whole lot more stable for me. Maybe I'm diving in deeper and carrying more speed through, I'm not sure. It doesn't feel good. Just to clarify.
Track limits, please, Tom.
Hey, it's funny you say that. I actually just switched over to optimal. I'm a 47997.
Okay, Tom, you've got half your fuel left.
So, little pro tip, if you run the optimal delta bar, your dashboard still gives you versus your last lap. Oh, it actually also shows you your projected time as well underneath the dashboard. Yeah, underneath the plus minus, underneath your gear, that's the projected time it looks like.
You're now 1.2 off the pace. You've just done a 149.12. Right, Tom, you've got about 4 laps of fuel left.
No, no. Laps of fuel remaining.
Activate limiter. Please start box in 480 meters. Box in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now. Left front 87%. Right rear 87.
You still using second through the Le Mans? Okay. Yeah, I'm still using third, so different strokes. Sheesh, are you low fuel? Okay.
That was pretty much
Okay. Yeah, I actually got faster as the run went along, I'm assuming. Yeah. Where is... Oh, yeah, I actually, if you go to my, where am I at? If you go to my laps, I actually ran out, that was my last lap, so 12 to 24. Oh, you know what, I may have invalidated lap 11, let me look. I wonder if that's what happened. No, I came back down on lap 11, so I ran 12 to 24. I've got oh. So this setup that Greg gave us had like half a tank of fuel in it. A full tank is 27.5 gallons. And that's going to be an issue. It fails on everything when you go to full fuel. Yeah. I would imagine so, yeah, but I can't get this to pass using a full fuel tank, which is what you're going to need, right? So yeah, because this one has 14 gallons. So all right, so to try to scale that, at 14 laps or 14 gallons gave me about 12 laps, so 27 should give me probably close to 30. A little bit more than double. Well, it sounds like Greg has got work to do with getting the setup to pass. Yeah, because it's too low on the left front, right rear, and right rear. So. How many gallons was in yours to run the extra laps? Because I had, it's like 14 something. 14.5, 14.8. Bottom left of chassis. So how did you run more laps on a low? But you're using second through the Le Mans. I don't use first anywhere. I was... Where do you see that? Maybe I did a run because it's showing 100. Yeah, I think we should probably try to plan like once a week, maybe not a Sunday morning, but whatever night works for everybody. I think it's probably worth doing like maybe weekly things on here, because we're gonna need to also practice in the rain as well. We'll need one like specifically just for rain. Oh, here, I guess I'll show you what... I'll share what Stin Analyzer pushes out. There you go. So that's what it looks like with Stin Analyzer. I don't know if it's going to be hard to see, but... So, like, I was the only one who did a 10-lap average, but you were faster on every other one that you did. Like... It also shows it in speed, not time. I wonder if there's a... There's got to be a setting in here somewhere. Oh. Well, no, because a minute in... Well, we're... Oh, yeah, I guess so. I thought we were running like 1:17s. No, we're... Yeah, that's probably right. But, like... So the 7-lap, you were about half a second, 7/10 better. Oh. Oh, okay. You can also right-click on it and compare to yours, I guess. Yeah, on the, like the B pillar or whatever. Oh, by the door. Yeah, yeah. I thought it was on the B pillar. Oh. Andrew, you using third or second through the Lamar there? Okay. Yeah, I had issues with the first couple of laps. I felt like I was going into it blind. I'm gonna do a save as of this setup. I'm gonna repost it even though it's gonna fail. And I guess I'll repost this one in the Discord channel and tell Greg to give us something that passes. Okay. What's today's date? The 14th? Yeah. 12/14. Alright, I'm gonna save as, so we still have the original one, and then I'm gonna post it with notes in Discord to let Greg know that it fails under a full fuel load. Okay. Oh, cool. Perfect. I love Andrew's Momo. You know, you can get the money shift if you start using the shifter on the side there, Andrew. So do we want to go back to the medium, or are you okay with the hard? Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing, but we'll plan a time sometime this week to run another hour or so.